Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Hanson at the Town and Country Public Library. Today we're going to do the craft, making pumpkins out of old canning rings. So for this craft you will need about 20 bands or rings, and that would be these. And you can use acrylic or spray paint, or you can leave them plain if you want a more rustic look. You can also use decorative tape or ribbon and a hot glue gun. Today we're just going to be focusing on the use of paint and the decorative tape. Then obviously you'll need a brush for the paint, unless you're using spray paint, in which case you'll just need your backyard. Some scissors, twine, any decorations you might want, and some mini lights. So these are all the items that you'll need, and we'll go ahead and get started with showing you how to complete this. Okay, so the first thing to do if you're using acrylic paint is to get some out on a little paper plate, is what I like to use. I have a variety of fall colors that I used, some deep reds, gold, black, obviously orange. You can make a Halloween design and use purple and like neon green. And what you're gonna do is take your sponge brush and just kind of tap it around the edges. I just did the outside. I've noticed online a lot of people did the entire thing. I think if I was spray painting it, that's what I would do. Obviously, if you were spray painting it, you'd have to have different spray paint colors. But basically, that's what you do. You just tap it around the edge. And then for me, it took a good portion of the afternoon for these all to dry. I have some that I've already done, painted all of them. The other technique I used was this decorative tape. So basically, this is the simplest. You just take this tape, and this has pretty fall leaves on it, and put it around the edge, just like that. Okay, and then cut it. Smooth it all the way around so it's very secure. All right, so previously I had done my rings. I had 4 orange ones. I did gold, this tape, and some nice burgundy, and then I got a little fancy and did like black and gold. So you're gonna have to decide what pattern you'd like to have. I've seen pumpkins that were just completely orange, as I said before, Halloween colors. But I wanted mine to look more autumnal. The next thing you need to do is get some twine, some sturdy string if you have it. And I'm gonna try this because I saw some online. Unfortunately, I was not able to purchase the little tiny fairy lights. I ended up with these Halloween ghost lights. So I'm gonna give it a good shot to see if I can get this to go inside of the pumpkin. So I would take the twine and the decorative lights, and then decide on your pattern on how you want it to go. And just string the rings onto the twine. So I'm gonna start with red, like this burgundy red. Let's do gold. All the rings need to be facing the same way, like that. And then maybe black. And then this autumn leaf color and orange. And then I like to repeat patterns, so I'd start with the red again and the gold again, keeping them all in this going in the same direction. black, leaf, and orange. Red. Again, for all of the 20 canning rings or bands. That, let's see, what do I have? Gold and black. And the leaves. Then the orange. And I'm not sure if the lights are gonna work out. I hope they do, because they looked really cute online, so we'll see. And then finally the red, gold, black, autumn leaves, and, oops, that's a little sticky, and orange. Okay, so what you want to do is have your bands all like that, all straight. I think that's gonna look pretty. I don't know if these ghosties are gonna work out. We'll have to see. Okay. I'll manipulate this a little bit. They're kind of tangled here. I think if I didn't have the ghosts, it would be a lot easier. Because there's a lot of them and they're tangled. I would get the smallest size, or length rather, of these lights that you could. Because I think they'll look really pretty if it works out. Okay, so you make sure all your bands are going the same way. You make sure your pattern looks good. And then you just kind of tie it off. Now it's there. Okay. Just make a simple knot. And move it around so it makes a circle. And then tight, tight, tight. A tight, tight knot. Okay. My scissors. And then you just need to adjust your rings. Okay, and I would tuck your little ghosts inside, or your little, there. Okay, so now the next part is what kind of stem do you want? I've seen a lot of people use cinnamon sticks. I'm gonna use some twigs because I got these out of my backyard. And I'm just gonna get them to fasten together with a rubber band. So you just take your bunch of twigs or cinnamon sticks and just kind of put them together. The rubber band, so they're nice and secure. Kind of push the rubber band down to the bottom so you don't see it. And then you just stick it in the middle. So if you had cinnamon sticks, you would need quite a few of those, and you would just put those in the middle. There, I have it on the bottom. And you're just gonna stick that in the middle there. Okay. And the next thing you have are decorative leaves. You can use tape or little glue dots or hot glue. You want to do that. Oops. And you're just going to stick them in around your stem area. Oops. Okay, if you want to use some raffia, you can use that to kind of tie up a decorative little bow on your stem. If you wanted to use pipe cleaners to make like a vine, you could. And there you have your pumpkin made out of canning bands. I think the lights look really cute. And I think if I didn't have ghosts, you know, Halloween ones, that would look better. If I just had the plain little mini LED lights, that would look better. So hopefully you enjoyed your little craft lesson this afternoon, and hopefully you will make some of these for your Thanksgiving or autumn table. Hope you enjoyed this activity, and hopefully see you next month.